with liberty and justice for straight white men with money.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Today is the day Justin and I have released a new episode of our podcast, For the Culture Podcast, entitled Crazy in Love at First Night. This episode is over an hour long, and we interview Kyle Price, who plays Spencer on the web series Love at First Night. As you guys know, Love at First Night season 2 premiere will be coming out at the end of this month, so you guys need to get information, be prepared for that. And if you want to listen to that episode, you need to go to fortheculturepodcast.com. Okay, stay tuned at the end of this video because we recorded some video too of our interview. I have like 2 minutes of it at the end of this video, so if you want to see that, please just continue watching and get your damn lives. There are a lot of people to drag, and I'm going to do so with a vengeance. I hope, and as I said multiple times before, it makes sense that Game of Thrones is coming back because I keep having to say Dracarys on you hoes. I keep having to burn you hoes up on top of Drogon. You see what I'm saying? And I will be doing reviews. So a lot of y'all are gonna have to step up to the plate because it's your time to get roasted. Up first, we have to get roasted is the Virginia police, okay? And Colin Kaepernick was out here saying, girl, police are giving me slave patrol tees, and instead of getting mad about the systematic and institutional ass racism, white people got mad at his goddamn tweet. Instead of getting mad at the fact that people are getting shot up, innocent ass motherfucking people are getting shot the fuck up, white people just like, girl, I'm so fucking mad, oh my god, I'm so shocked, how dare you call out fucking racism that I get to ignore because of the color of my goddamn skin. I'm reading you hoes, bitch. Stay tuned, I'll keep up. So there was this girl, Nabra, who's saying she was Muslim and she was beaten with a bat and kidnapped, okay? There have been a lot of attacks recently against Muslims, especially when they're going to or coming from their places of worship. It's crazy as hell to me that people can't even worship without getting their lives risked. And someone made a good point tweeting this and said, here we go, another one. Was it her gender that made you mad, Whitey? Was it her religion that made you upset? Or was it her blackness that made you upset? I don't have the time to be playing around with you terroristic asshole. I'm talking about he was swinging a bat at her, murdered her, and dumped her body somewhere. It's just, and then so if that wasn't even bad enough, here come the fucking Virginia police with their white gang shaped head ass talking about, we are not, and they put not in capital letters on Twitter, like they was just bold with it. They had the audacity to just be like, we are not investigating this as a hate crime, as if that's something to be happy about, as if that's something to jump up for joy about. What I'm going to need to be jumping up is y'all IQ damn points because I don't know what made you thought that was cute. Even though I would not have believed you, y'all could have gone onto Twitter and said, at this time we don't have enough hard evidence to go after it as a hate crime. I would have still dragged your ass, but at least the way that you said that wouldn't seem as condescending. Virginia police, bitch, you got another thing coming because I'm going to pay attention to this case until it's done. And I'm going to drag you across the yellow brick road of the Adrian Expression reading machine, okay? And speaking of police, Seattle police, I guess I got to roast your ass too. Charlena Lyles, I think her name is, she was pregnant and she was killed by the Seattle gang. Bitch, I need to start calling you hosts gangs and shit because the way that y'all try to paint us as thugs, y'all hoes are real trigger happy, but we're gonna keep it moving on. She was killed in front of her children after she called to report a burglary. Now I'm being told that she had some mental disabilities. I'm also being told that after she called to protect herself, she was holding a knife when the police arrived. Okay, so mentally she may not have been in a good place at that point. She's already anxious because she called the police to protect herself. Okay, she's holding a knife. And now you know she's the one who fucking called to come there, bitch. I mean, I don't understand. I have no type of training. Y'all hoes are holding guns, she's holding a knife. Okay, you know she's the one who called to protect herself. She's holding a knife. It's not like she's holding a goddamn machine gun like you let these white hoes just walk across the street with like it's nothing, bitch. She's holding a damn knife. So you mean to tell me out of all the elite training and police academy bullshit that you hoes go through, you hoes couldn't find a way to disarm a woman with a fucking knife? 2 of you bitches to disarm her? And y'all were the same police department who disarmed a white man with a knife not too long ago. So I don't understand what the problem is. And then somebody said, look, some of my family members work in the medical field and they're able to disarm some upset patients when they're trying to stab them with a syringe. Your trained ass could definitely put in more effort of it. You lazy ass motherfucker. If y'all hoes don't go there and de-escalate the situation, y'all have a habit of shooting medical mentally disabled, people of color, and I'm not here for it. I'm definitely not going to be standing around silent while this shit is happening. You're going to get dragged each and every time for as big and as bad and as trained and as professional as you hosts claim to be. Y'all sure come to quick ass conclusions without any type of execution of the training, of the skills that you claim to have gotten. I really can't stand some of y'all Epsom salt shaped head asses. Last half of this video is gonna be me dragging the shit out of Trump administration, the whole thing. So let's talk about something light before we get into the heavy meat of the situation, bitch. That rare steak built ass bitch named Donald goddamn Trump. I'm sick and tired of that. But let's talk about something light really quick. Jay-Z's coming out with his album, sis, and unlike his wife, he understands the meaning of promotion. Let me not. A lot of you hoes think that he's gonna clap back at Beyonce. Oh my God, he's mad as fuck that Lemonade was made. Oh my God, he gonna clap back. Yeah, he gonna use this album to clap back. No, the fuck he's not. Jay-Z was probably in the studio throughout every song in Lemonade. You really think that powerhouse couple, you really think that money-making couple didn't think about these strategic ass moves before they make them? Girl, Jay-Z impressed by that shit, but both him and Blue are eating off that shit as well, girl. I think that Jay-Z, of course, will address, difficulties in relationships and his different life experiences, but I don't think he's out here trying to clap back at his damn wife. I think he understands that album was bigger than their relationship. Half the shit that was happening in the album might not have even happened in their relationship at all, and they just know that we get hype off of their life, and so they decide to sell that shit and make money. But I think Jay-Z understands that album was bigger than their relationship. He understands that was an assessment on the experience of a black woman in this country and relationships and relationship with her father. It's bigger than him, girl, and I think y'all girls are blowing this shit out of proportion, but I am looking forward to seeing what he has to say. I think it's coming out later this month. So all these attacks are happening against Muslim people. And of course, Trump is staying just as silent as his goddamn hairline. You see what I'm saying? But as soon as an extremist attack happens, he's quick to push an unconstitutional fucking travel ban that honestly would not have prevented the attacks in the first place. Literally, I forget where, but a white man took his car, I think, and plowed into Muslims. And Trump didn't say shit about that. And I keep telling you, this culture of bigotry, it will cause more people to think that they just think that they're that girl when they're not, girl. And they're just gonna continue to be louder about their hatred, because I don't think Trump is creating hatred. I think he's creating a culture that is allowing people to be more comfortable in expressing and acting on that hatred. That's what I think he's doing. Literally, on Twitter, the White House's Islamophobia was fucking trending. Like, that is not cute. That is not something that the melting pot that we claim to goddamn be, that's not something that we want the White House to be represented. But here they are doing some dumb shit, okay? Not even allowing video cameras to be in these press fucking briefings. This shit is trash. And I heard that Sean Spicer, you talk about pressing, I heard that Sean Spicer said, girl, I'm done with this position. Or they said, girl, we have a new position to give you, girl. They promoted his ass, but I'm telling you now, I bet that all they ass got tired of seeing Sean Spicer's rotten tomato without the ratings. Rotten red tomato shaped patch just being, oh, I'm mad. Oh my God, no, that's not what he meant. Brrr, bitch, he was giving you Red Hulk teas with his no melanin having ass, and I feel like they didn't know how to take that shit. And so what they did was like, girl, no more cameras in these shits. We can have a Q&A, but you can't come in here. This shit is giving me impeachment hearing type of teas, and I am ready for that shit. Let me tell you now. So we already know that the Trump administration doesn't care about your health, right? But to really highlight that fact, let's talk about the fact that 6 officials have resigned. Six officials have turned in their fucking resignation, and these officials were the ones working on the HIV/AIDS Council, and they said the reason that they resigned is because they feel like Trump just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He's not assisting them, he's not working with them, he's not helping them get shit done. They actually said he's working to stop and reverse the advancements that they've made in trying to help with the HIV and AIDS epidemic. So it's like, what are we supposed to do? We already know that Mike Pence hates them type of shit, probably because he has a undercover profile on Grindr, and where he tries to message young twinks to try and get them to ride that mozzarella cheese stick shaped head ass peen. That's probably why he's so pressed, because he can't help but get aroused, and the blood is just rushing to his pelvis every time he sees Idris Elba pop up on the screen. Sis, don't worry, me too, sis. But yeah, girl, literally working to reverse the advancements that have been made in trying to treat HIV and AIDS. Okay, Okay, so when that happens, more people will contract it, and then the fact that y'all are trying to introduce this trash-ass healthcare bill will mean that people who are living with HIV or AIDS will not be able to get the medical care that they fucking need. I'm talking about the Democrats had to hold the goddamn floor all damn night like their names were goddamn Hodor from Game of Thrones. Hold the floor. And the reason they had to do that shit was to simply ask, like, girl, we need to see this fucking healthcare bill before it's being voted on. And they're trying to hide this shit. They're doing everything in secret. And the Democrats are just like, we haven't seen the fucking bill. We haven't had time to make changes, make amendments to this shit. We need time to review this shit. And the Republicans are just like, girl, y'all need to simply deal. And the girls just like Kamala Harris, they're fighting back against that shit. It doesn't make any sense for people to be doing some type of shit in secret that will affect the American people as a whole, not even the Democrats and their own fucking colleagues, bitch. Their own fucking colleagues didn't even fucking get a chance to review the shit. It doesn't make any sense to me. Trump, again, is working to reverse some advancements that Obama made when it comes to relations with Cuba. And Cuba said, girl, if you don't sit your ass down, Cuba dragged this shit out of our asses in a long-ass written statement. They said, girl, you're not in the position to be talking about human rights and demanding anything based off of the idea of better human rights or morality, girl, not when you have problems with race. Like, they literally listed everything. Islamophobia, they said, girl, racial tensions, bitch, you got police brutality. They literally went down and dragged the shit out of our asses after Trump was like, girl, give us back our fugitives, blah, 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 blah. And Cuba said, girl, no man. Can you honestly believe that we have an energy secretary, Rick Perry the platypus, who doesn't believe that CO2 causes climate change? He doesn't believe the fact that since we are destroying the shit out of our environment is about to drag the shit out of us. Now, what we don't understand, what we don't realize is, hey girlies, you can try and drag the environment all you want, sis. It's gonna be here after we die off. Environment just won't be suitable for us to live in. She gonna go back to homeostasis. She don't need us. Rick Perry is trash with his woodpecker-shaped head ass. Anyway, here are those 2 minutes of the interview that I promised you guys. If you like it, make sure that you go to fortheculturepodcast.com for the whole thing. Oh, and tell Trump that I hope that his administration does like his chins and keeps falling the fuck down. Have a good goddamn evening.
I really don't care, Jaden and Spencer. I don't give a damn who's the top of the bottom, because that shit does not matter.
Right.
They give me some energy, especially in that first, what was it, the first scene?
No, the first episode.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I said, oh my God, I want to go to that party. They met at a party. I need to go to a party.
And that's another thing, I guess, hookup shaming as well.
Yeah, like listen, if you have sex on the first night, if you have sex after 90 days, that's
Dude,
fine.
I can wait 90
days.
I know personally I can watch. But I'm just saying that. I'm just saying, like, girl, I don't know why the girl's trying to be shading.
It's because, you know, it's a thing of feeling like, okay, well, if
It's slut shaming,
it's
too.
slut shaming.
It is.
But a lot of people are sluts. And when sluts call sluts, I get
It's just like, girl, what's going on?
confused.
You do it behind closed doors,
Right.
and you may happen to know that, okay, this happened at such and such
I don't know, just
time.
because somebody's broadcasting it as opposed to like keeping it to themselves doesn't make you any
better.
Okay.
I'll be honest, you can tell me I got to wait for a long periodic time,
Okay.
but I can be talking to somebody else and getting in with that person while I'm waiting those 90 days.
Right.
You think you're on the only job applying for?
You think all my eggs are in one basket?
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't, and I think even with that goes into the shaming of HIV. Like, oh girl, you know, you sleep with folks first, you gonna catch something, but girl,
You can wait 90 days and get something.
Listen,
So I'm like, but, okay, does that make it better if I put it after 90 days? Or, you know,
and it doesn't matter how many sexual partners you have, doesn't
you
mean.
can get on the first try.
Listen,
Yeah.
and if you do, and you're one of those girls, and you're on your medication, and you're adhering to your medication, take care of your business, then you're doing good. And that's what even when y'all talk about so much
Yes,
stuff on
they
the
did.
Mix that
I'm still shook.
Yeah.
I'm still shook.